Alright, just want to make sure everything was working. Looks like it is. We can switch over. Ooh, don't need that over there at the moment. I am still cleaning my cups, for my mixing cups, because I was busy doing other things, like unmolding things. So that's what we're starting with, is just trying to get some mixing cups clean so we can actually mix some resin in them. Mix some resin in them? Yes, that does make sense. Mixed resin in them? I guess we don't have to have the sum. Oh well. Anyways, please let me know if the stream is working all right, because hello, troglodyte. Good afternoon. Actually, it's good noon for me at the moment. It's literally noon. That's always one of the fun things about, I don't know, people, you know, interacting with people on the internet. It's just such wildly different times for everybody. That's something I realized when I first started streaming, honestly. It was just like, I'd be like, alright guys, have a great rest of your day, and people are like, it's 2 a.m. for me, I'm about to go to bed, but thanks. It's like, alright, right. So we've got a few things planned for today. I did have a little bit of a change in plans on one of the things. So I'm going to be doing the orange and black dice, like it says in the description. So I'm going to do a set of mica drop dice with orange and black mica. So we want to try and keep the colors distinct on those. I don't think I'll have too much issue with that. I haven't had much issue keeping the colors distinct, but we can go over what I do to do that. And then there's a couple of things that give me trouble, and those are glow-in-the-dark pigments. They always sink for me. I have so much trouble keeping them like suspended in the dice. So glow-in-the-dark pigments and Petris. Oh, I was just saying it is noon. I was gonna say good afternoon, but now it's afternoon. Now it's 12:02. But yeah, it seems to be evening for everybody else. I do think that this is a better time to stream. I used to stream 7 p.m. my time on Wednesdays. That was kind of my normal stream day. Now I stream at noon on Saturdays. Honestly, it's because my work, I got a part-time job and work in the evenings now. But oh well. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do the black and orange dice. Like I said, I have the trouble that I have for the most part is with Petris and with glow-in-the-dark pigments. So I pulled out my chips for all of my different glow-in-the-dark pigments so I could pick some colors, and then we'll do some sort of dice with glow-in-the-dark pigments. I'm probably going to do maybe a D20 that's a Petri, just to see if I can get it to work, because I'm also going to make some, start on a commission that I got yesterday. So, yeah, they're just slightly denser. I think I add too much. I think I just add too much. Hi, Spring. How you doing? But yeah, so the last thing I'm gonna be doing is I'm making some kind of galaxy blanks with some pretty colors in there. So that's the slight change of plans. We're gonna do, I think, a Petri D20 instead of a full set, so that I have enough resin to do those. And then if I have enough resin left over, maybe I can finally finish this tray that I've been meaning to. It's almost done. It needs like one more layer of resin, but there's a couple pieces that are just still sticking out ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. This was a gift for a friend for Christmas, and it's still not done, and it's March. So, whoops. I'm good. I'm good. I'm tired. I feel like I've not slept. Well, I don't know. I've just been tired all week. I keep going to sleep like at 2 a.m. or whatever, which is fairly normal for me. But then I keep waking up early. I just have not gotten enough sleep this week. I finally got a reasonable amount of sleep, I think, on Friday and today. But, like, earlier in the week, I don't know. I think I'm just stressing myself out over nothing. Feels like I have a lot to get done, and I've put everything on my calendar, but I don't know. I'm still just like, okay, I need to do this, and I need to do this. Just like, oh my gosh, chill out. Oh, the one that... Also, I just want to say, I hate the American healthcare insurance system, and I think it should be burnt to the ground. That's a non sequitur, but that's what was pissing me off last night. Oh, boy. Okay, got that one. But otherwise, I'm good. Excited to pour some dice. I do have, that's part of what's, I think, stressing out a little bit is, for April, I have 5 sets of dice, because I'm doing dice based on characters at the moment. And the thing that I was doing characters from for the dice that I'm going to release in April, I have 5 sets of dice, because there's 5 characters that I made them based on. And then for June, the ones I plan to release in June, there's 13 characters, so I'm trying to get 13 sets of dice done. And I went and put them all on my calendar and mapped it out. And I'm like, okay, I have plenty of time, but it just still feels like I'm behind, even though I'm not. I've got plenty of time. Alright. Oh, I do have, let's see, before we actually get started, like, pouring resin too, the other thing that I have here is, some Legos to unmold. I've unmolded things this morning too, but I left the Legos because I didn't need to film them. These aren't going to be for sale or anything, I literally just made these for fun, but I made a Lego mold. It looks like they turned out too, that's good. Well, let's see how they turned out. You'll be able to get a sense of maybe some of the dice that I unmolded, since these were just leftover resin. I'm not sure. I need to think on the dice. One of the sets of dice that I poured was the D20s for Patreons for patrons. There we go. For folks on my Patreon for February. And I don't know if I like them or not. I feel like I like them all right, but I worry that they're not interesting enough. Ooh. Okay, I like this one. Awesome. Do you make standard sets for the characters? When you make dice for a rogue, or example, you make a lot of d6s so they can roll a sneak attack with their character dice. Yeah, I am. These aren't D&D characters. These are characters from media. So I've just been making full sets, kind of inspired by them. If I was making them for like D&D classes, those sort of characters, then I might do something different. But honestly, for the most set, I make standard sets even for those. Unless it's like a commission I've been requested to do something different. So these will need sanded down and cleaned up a little bit. Oh, they do kind of look like the fruit chart dice. I was going for like a sunrise. And then this one has all sorts of like pink. I do like my bright, oh, I never want to focus close. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I always like my nice bright colors. This one might be good. My grandma asked me if I could make her a Lego brick necklace. That's not actually why I had this mold. I made this mold a while ago. But she's gotten really into Lego recently. My grandma has. So she asked me if I could make her a Lego brick necklace. I think because I mentioned I made a Lego brick mold. Hi, Cobra. Let me set these off to the side. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to get sued to Mars and back or whatever, so I'm not going to be selling Legos that I make, because again, do not want to get sued, but they're fun to make. I have a couple that I made just sitting on my desk upstairs. They're kind of what I fidget with while I'm just sitting at my desk working on things. All right. Let's figure out what glow colors we want, because then I'll know how many more little mixing cups I need to clean. I was thinking maybe we could do something kind of rainbowy with just glow pigment, but maybe just like, I could go like, I don't really like that. I like this purple. Could go like pinks. Ooh, northern light green. Oh, that's true. I could do a couple of those, maybe with some blue. Actually, no, I did this one. This one's one of these. These are both blue. They glow blue. This one's blue green, and this one is sky blue. So maybe the sky blue. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It could be a rainbow in real life, because these are actually quite bright. And then a rainbow in the dark, too. Wait, is this a reference to something that I'm not picking up on? This must be a reference to something that I'm not realizing. Yeah, let me put these in order. Yeah, let me look at my UV lamp. See if I can show how they glow. I have a window right above me, which is the real issue, but let me see if I can turn off the light. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see how dark I can get it. It's a little darker. You can see the green's already glowing. Let's see here. The purple doesn't glow very well, does it? Ooh, this one glows well. I like this one. Yeah, this one doesn't seem to glow very well. Kind of unfortunate. This one these two glow really well. This one glows really well. Those ones seem to glow kind of the best. How can I do this so that... Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Oh yeah, this one glows fine in the dark. I'm holding it down here and it's like blue. Oh, this one is kind of like an orangish pink. I wonder if I can put these in the dark down here and then show you. Here, let me charge these. I'm going to see if I can get it so that you can show me, or get it so I can show you guys how they glow. We're going to go on a field trip down to where it is darker. Yeah, it does look more blue. Let's go down here. Yeah, that'll work. Here's the purple. So, to be fair, the camera does make it look even more blue. Yeah, the camera's not the best at showing the colors, but... Let's see here. What do I like the best? I like this one a lot. I like this one a lot. I like this one a lot. This one's really pretty. I do like the purple and the blue. Those are both, I like all of them, but I like those colors a lot. This one's a little bit more pinkish. This one's like an orange. I like this teal color though. I mean, if we want to go for like Northern Lights-ish, probably the green. This one, probably these three that I pulled out before. We could go for like the Northern Lights kind of look. Let me put this back. I think these are, let me turn the lights back on. At least we have an idea of what they look like now. Give me a second. I'm not going to be doing enough resin for that. I'm doing one set of dice with the pigment powder, with the glow-in-the-dark pigment, because I'm doing a set with the black and the orange, and I'm working on a commission set, so I will have enough resin for one set with the pigment, with the glow-in-the-dark pigment. Dirty pour. You could try a dirty pour. Yeah, that might be a way to go. I could try it with a split cup too. Could try a split cup dirty pour. This one's one of my favorite. Yeah, I like this one. This one's one of my favorites. I think it was this one. Uh-oh, no, I've forgotten. I think it's this one. Oh, you live by the Arctic Circle, so you frequently get northern lights. That's cool. We've had them here rarely. I've never really seen them. Your dirty pours always muddle. Yeah, we can do a dirty pour. I'm wondering, so the people that are saying that their colors mix together a lot, I'm wondering if you use a thinner resin. Because I've never had a problem with like the colors mixing together in my mica drops or my dirty pours, but I wonder if it's because I use a really thick, viscous resin. I am worried though that the dirty pours would muddle with these, because again, my problem here is that they always sink. So since they always sink, they're going to try and sink through each other, and then they're going to mix. But yeah, we could try a dirty pour. Okay, here. I'm gonna take a vote in. Wait, can I do polls? Is there something I can do in chat? Well, let me do this. Oh no, I'm not signed into the correct account. Yeah, that's true. Nope, can't do that. All right. That would make the most sense to try and match them. I think there's a couple things I want to keep in mind here. One is that the colors that we'll see when there's light. So I'm going to pick colors that are going to look good together even while they're not glowing, just while you see them in the light. And then also ones that are going to look good together while they're glowing. That is a good point, that probably want to pick ones that glow pretty similarly bright, because like these two don't glow quite as bright. I don't know that it'll be a huge issue, but yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, see, if I did these, which I'll glow really well, that doesn't seem like it'll look very nice in the light. That just seems kind of odd, honestly. Seems kind of odd. Whereas these all look very pigmented together, which is nice. Those are kind of pretty. I mean, it leaves out my pretty blue-green, but also the blue-green just looks clear here, which it's just, I don't think it's gonna, I could probably color this with a little bit of alcohol ink, actually. That'd probably be fine. Color it with a little bit of alcohol ink. You know, let me think about this. Could try doing a dirty pour. I could try doing kind of like an inky swirl in the middle too, because that is going to be part of what is I'm having trouble with. I could just do one color. Oh, I don't know. These are kind of pretty though. This is kind of pretty right here. Hello! How you doing? Trying to decide on what glow-in-the-dark pigments to use, because I can never get them to work. Are these pigments glow-in-the-dark pigments? I thought the phosphorescent oxides are mostly white. Yeah, they glow in the dark. I was just trying to show you that. It's hard to see because it's still bright out, but when I was putting them on the chair, I didn't have the light on them anymore. They were just glowing. Yeah, because like this purple was glowing blue. It didn't glow under the UV light, but it glowed blue in the dark. The reverse Petri may go wrong. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. You're saying are they a mix of colored pigment and glow-in-the-dark pigment? I see. I don't know. They just say that they're luminescent mica powders. I ended up with these from my dad because he had them left over from a thing. I was like, hey, do you want these? And I'm like, sure, I'll try them out. So yeah, probably. It says it's luminescent mica powder, so it's probably a mix of glowing pigment and colored pigment. I don't know though. So for people who are just joining, I'm trying to pick some glow-in-the-dark pigments to try out because they always sink for me. I can't get them to stay suspended well, so I want to try them out. Oh wow, Jacob, wow. Well, hopefully your delivery guy was doing well. My concern with adding some mica to the more whitish ones is that the mica is pretty opaque, and so I worry that we will block some of the glow-in-the-dark pigment in here. Also, none of these are shimmery, by the way. These are all very satin. I think I'd probably do alcohol ink, which could change the color a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that. All right. One of the things listed on it was that it was non-radioactive. Everything's at least a little radioactive, but that's probably good. I mean, the like traditional glowing stuff for like watch faces and stuff was pretty highly radioactive. I kind of like these three colors. Let's do those three colors. I've just decided I like these three colors. They're different, but they're kind of analogous. They're kind of next to each other. I like those three. Let's do the orange, the mauve, and the purple. Executive decision. We're going with it. And we could try a dirty pour with them. That works for me. I like these three colors. They look good together in the light, and I think they'll look, yeah, I think they'll be fine. These two will mix together to make brown, but that's part of our experiment, is to see if we can keep them separate. Okay, cool. Let me find those colors. I need to organize. I got these and these pigments from my dad, and I still have not figured out how to fit them on my shelf here. My shelf is rather full. I'll show you my shelf. There's my shelf right there of pigments, mica powders. I actually have some glow-in-the-dark powders up there, but I need to organize some things. But there's purple, mauve, and there's the orange. Orange, cool. There's our 3 colors. Oh, you actually had a warm day this week. You got started on Pride Month dice. Oh, cool. I completely forgot about that. I probably should do that for June, but alas, I am not. Instead, I'm working on making dice based on a Minecraft SMP for June, which is what, you know, that's basically Pride Month dice, right? Oh boy. All right, let's see here. Grab out a couple of mixing cups and we'll get these going. Let's do those. We'll do these. Yeah, it's still quite cold in this room. It's it got like cold again here for a little while, and I think it's starting to warm up a little bit again. It was in the 50s this week, but it was also windy. So, kind of evens out. Oh, that'd be cool. Sorry, this just always reminds me of Omar in the Discord, who organized all of his Pride dice together. So they're all the, like, you know, layered ones. And then he couldn't figure out where to put his Neapolitan ice cream ones, so they're also with the Pride dice sets. Anyway, so it is a running joke in the Discord that, yes, my gender is Neapolitan. Since apparently that's a pride flag now. Alright. This one cleaned very easily. So we're doing a dirty pour with these? Okay. Doing a dirty pour. Let me grab a cup here. We'll put our colors in here to pour them into the molds. And I think I need to just not put a ridiculous amount of pigment into each mixing cup. I think that might be my problem. I think I'm adding too much of the pigment, and then it's weighing down the resin and it's trying to sink. It might be okay in these because, like, they're all gonna be, you know, weighed down with the pigment, but I might try to sink through the resin. I don't know. Again, we're trying some things that have given either me or other people trouble, as well as a set of commission dice. So in this case, it's the thing that gives me trouble is the glow-in-the-dark pigments. We will wait to pour this one until kind of the last second too, to try and keep those colors distinct, and also because for dirty pours it works best to pour it when it's a little bit thicker to keep the colors distinct as well. Spumoni! I like spumoni. I was literally talking, my brother and I were talking about pistachio ice cream the other day. Little flakes might catch the sinking powder, creating glowing islands. Need to think on that. I might just go with just the colors. It is hard to find, yeah. wonder if we can find it at a supermarket here. We have lots of ice cream flavors. But I do like Spumoni ice cream. For those that are unfamiliar, it is pistachio, cherry, and chocolate ice cream all together. Excellent timing. Ask right as I'm, there's so much delay. So much delay. But yeah, pistachio, cherry, and chocolate. It's yummy. Alright. It sounds fancy. I feel like the only reason I've had it is because a local Italian restaurant had it as a dessert option. So whenever we went there every once in a while growing up, my mom would get some, I think, because my mom also likes Spumoni ice cream. Let me throw out my tape just a second. Now I'm thinking about Spumoni ice cream. Alright, let's pull out molds. So I think I will pull out those with the highest number up. Let's grab this one. This one looks like a nice good mold. Is this the right one? That's not the right one. I want one of these. Yeah, I mean, I can't talk. To be fair, I used to love ice cream, and now it gives me all of an upset stomach. So, which is just sad. But I don't know. That was always my go-to like snack after school. Growing up was a scoop of ice cream. Like in probably in like high school. But I am of the firm belief that ice cream is a year-round treat, and hot tea is a year-round drink. So, okay, and then these ones I'll do highest number down. I need to make some more D20 molds. I'm in the middle of making one at the moment, but these ones are starting to get a little bit old. I mean old is fine, but Ben & Jerry's have some good non-dairy ice creams. Oh, okay. That's good to know. I'll have to check that out. Okay, set up molds for our orange and our black. Oh, it's so cold in here. Alright, let's get our pigments going for our orange and our black. Oh, here's the question for the orange and the black. Should I just do orange and black in clear resin, or should I add something to the clear resin? I could do some like black foil. That could be cool. Could do like black foil. Could do... Probably glitter would not work the best, just because I want to pour these early so that the mica sinks. And if the mica is going to be sinking, the glitter will probably also sink. Could do like a copper, but that might be a little too close to the orange, but not close enough. Could do iridescent flakes. I'm just looking at my shelf over here. Trying to think if there's anything we want to add to go with the... We could do, what do I have multichrome-wise? What do I have multichrome flake-wise? Could do... This one's like green and purple and yellow and... Could do like a multichrome flake. None of those seem to like match super well. What else do I have? Yep, I'm gonna do this orange, which is anyways, it's basically like the most bold orange that I have. I think probably at the bottom here, but yeah, Could do a little bit of black foil. That's kind of where I'm leaning. Could add a little bit of no, probably don't want to add shimmer to the clear resin, do I? But anyways, yes, I've got my black pigments. I've got my nice bright orange. Could do a little bit of black foil maybe in the clear. Might just do that in one of these. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. I think I'll do not too much foil either, because I don't want to like hide the, why is it so staticky? I don't want to hide the orange and the black mica. We'll just do a little bit. I want to do enough that it looks intentional, but I don't want to like block the mica powder too much. Oh my gosh, it's so staticky. It's trying to go everywhere but in the cup. It's also trying to stick to my tweezers. Why is it sticking? Get off. If I need more, I'll grab some more, but I'll just put a little bit in there. As for these, we're going to add a bunch of the pigment because we want it to make the resin heavy. Yeah, they don't stay distinct very well. The colors don't. So I'm gonna put a little tiny bit more. Alright, there's our orange. Yeah, I can definitely see that. We might end up with a little bit of that in like the sort of like middle in between the two colors, but I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. Oh, interesting. Bracelets to get rid of static charge. That could be useful. So I think I'm going to go mainly, I have kind of two blacks here. This one is more like a glittery, this one's called graphite, and it definitely looks like it's very like silver and glittery. I really like this one, it's really pretty. But it's not going to read as like a super dark black. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to do some of this black, which almost doesn't even read as shimmery because it is so dark. It almost just seems like a black pigment, like not mica, but like, ooh, just a second. Get some of that shimmer out of there that I just put in there on accident by using the same stir stick. Oh, that does remind me though that I want some of the shimmery black for the Galaxy one too, because I'll do a little section that is, oh my gosh, I have cat hair everywhere as well. I guess it's just a staticky day. Oh wait, I should do that on camera. Just a second. Let me set this up here with these. The Galaxy ones I'm gonna want to do on camera because it's a commission, and I always film those. I do videos of those now. All right, our glow in the dark pigments. I think I just need to not use. I need to use less than I think I need to use. I think that might be part of my problem. So let's use just a little bit. We're going to do about 10 milliliters of each of these, of resin. Okay, more than that though. 2. That seems like it's not going to be enough though. We'll start with just a little bit. If it looks like it just has no color whatsoever, I'll add more after the fact. But we'll try it with just a little bit of resin. Not a little bit of resin, a little bit of pigment. See how it goes. Lovely. That's the problem with these sorts of powders. They're so fine, they end up everywhere. My desk is going to now glow in the dark. I can see it's purple. Oh well. Trying to get all the pigment that kind of fell out off. I shouldn't have turned this upside down apparently before. Alright. Got our 3 colors there. So yes, last one. Okay, actually one more thing. I think I'm gonna have enough resin to do like a D20, and I want to try doing a Petri for that, because those also give me a lot of trouble. So I'm gonna grab a mold. I'm not sure what colors I want to do for that. So I went back and watched the first stream that I ever did, because it does exist on YouTube. It's not on this channel, but it exists on YouTube. Because I used to stream on Twitch. And I think there was a few things that I was just like, what? One, this desk was completely clean. Like, it was white. And 2, for some reason I wasn't wearing gloves while working with resin. I'm like, what was I thinking? That's stupid. Why was I doing that? Let's see here. We'll just grab a random color. Grab a couple random colors and try them. We'll do those. We'll do it with some iridescent flakes, sure. I'm just gonna grab one of these because I don't want to have to deal with trying to clean out a thing. In artist desk till it's multicolored with past projects. Yeah. I mean, I do kind of, sometimes I'm kind of like, I should really try and get a glass sheet or something that I could put over this, so I could have a nice clean background and something I could clean off. So just so I have a nicer background for YouTube videos. You guys get to deal with it, but YouTube videos. Oh, that's nice. They ain't messes, they're memories of projects past. That's nice. That does kind of remind me, for some reason. Hi Jeff, how you doing? I don't think I'm going to be pouring resin on stream next week. I'm debating between taking the week off from streaming and starting on a painting project, because I have a painting that I've been wanting to kind of work on, and I just haven't found the time. Oh, I don't need this too. So I don't know. I'm debating. I will figure it out this week at some point whether I want to take Saturday off or work on a painting project. I was originally going to end up taking not streaming on Saturday because I was they asked if I could come into work. They're working on hiring some folks because we had one of our guys leave because he's moving. But in the meantime, they're like, "Can you work an extra 4 hours a week, please?" I was like, "Yeah, as long as I have a week's notice." That was my stipulation. I'm like, I'm fine with that as long as I have a week's notice so that I can actually plan streams and stuff. Because, that 4 hours would be on either Friday or Saturday. I work Monday through Thursday. Anyways, let me move these out of the way. We're going to put in our pigments for our galaxy blanks here. But I want to film it because this is for a commission. So you might be a little bit sidelined at the moment, guys, while I try and get the camera to look nice. But hopefully, I'll try to make it so both you and the camera can see well. That is my hope here. All right. happy accidents. You say that, and yet there's a reason I don't talk and measure resin at the same time. I should really move this way a little bit. Okay. There's that. Also cat hair. There's always cat hair. I need to, if anybody wants to do this for me, I don't expect you to. At some point I want to do a video that's kind of playing on the fact that there's always cat hair in my resin. I'll put this over here so it's out of your way. But for that, I kind of want to get some video clips from past streams where there has been cat hair. Oh, troglodyte, you don't even know. Oh, troglodyte. I have. And you can blame chat for that. Welcome to some cat hair dice. These have cat hair in them. You can see some of the strings hanging out. Yep, that right there's cat hair. I haven't polished these up or anything. I've debated it, and I've just been like, I've had other things that I've needed to work on, so I've never actually polished these up. But yeah, there's see hair hanging out of it. The consensus after I made these and I posted images online, there was kind of two camps, and I'm kind of part of both camps. The one camp of that's cursed, and the other camp of, oh, that might be nice as a memorial piece. Just like, okay, both of those are valid. But no, I made cat hair dice back when I was streaming on Twitch, because it's been a running joke forever that there's cat hair. It's a running joke that free cat hair with every set of dice, which I mean, I'm very professional and don't get cat hair in any sets of dice. I just need a little bit of that. I don't want a ton of that. But where was I going with this? No, the chat made the mistake of joking that I should make cat hair dice, and so I reached into the drawers next to me and pulled out a bag of cat hair. And everyone was just like, why do you have that? So I was like, you guys are the ones that were telling me I should make cat hair dice. You're gonna act all surprised when I actually have the materials to do it? Alright. For reference though, the reason that I had a bag of cat hair was because I was trying out needle felting. And I was like, I bet I could needle felt with cat hair. I feel like that would work. So I went and brushed my cat and put it in a bag. I was like, we'll try this at some point. And then I never actually got around to trying it at some point. But then I just had a random bag of cat hair in the drawer next to me. Don't ask for things that you don't want. Okay. Alright, I think we have everything. I think we have everything. Oh, I do want to refill this. This is my little spray bottle that I use to spritz alcohol. Evan and Caitlin did felting with cat hair. That doesn't surprise me. Arrival! Hello, Jen. Oh, I was going to ask you something. I can't remember what it was. Or possibly I was going to tease you about posting sketches in the Discord when I'm just like, yeah, sketches. All right. Post these masterpieces and call them sketches. Their cat loved it. That was actually where I was originally going to do it, is because I was making some things out of wool. Oh, I should show you the bag. I still have the bag in here. Yes. They're sketches, I swear. So I have them in a drawer, but I had like one of the drawers missing. And so the cat kept crawling into the missing drawer and trying to steal my wool. And he was insistent on getting to the wool in this bag. He really wanted it. I was like, I bet I could make something for the cats made out of cat hair. That could be kind of interesting. That's kind of how I ended up there, is because Fitz really wanted this. Really wanted the wool. To be fair, yeah. Rendering is usually a lot more legible. That's fair. That's fair. I'm just teasing you because they're all beautiful. So, how dare. Yeah, with the wool, it's kind of a running joke that Fitz has very expensive tastes, because he hasn't done it as much now, but when he was a lot younger, he used to steal things. But the only things he stole were my cashmere sweaters that I had like 2 of. He'd steal my cashmere sweaters or real fur. So I got like it was literally like a fur. It like clips onto a jacket. I found it at like a thrift store, and he'd try and steal that and drag it through the house. It's like, dude, stop it! Stop taking all my nice things. He hasn't stolen things as much as he's gotten older. He's still the most kittenish of the cats, though. All right, I think we have everything. Pretty sure we've got everything. Got our mixing cup. Oh, I'm cold, guys. I'm cold. It's cold in here. But I think we're ready to go. I'm gonna grab my safety equipment. Glove. Glove. Respirator. So I will be a little bit muffled the rest of the stream because I'm going to be wearing my respirator here. I will try to talk as clearly as possible. Oh gosh. I will also try to be able to read chat. We'll see how that goes without my glasses on. But yeah, I'm going to sound like this. So sorry about being muffled, but better to be safe. I probably should be even safer when I work with resin too, to be honest, but I have no self-preservation instincts, I guess. Alright, we're going to mix up our resin. I'm going to go quiet here for a minute while I try to measure things. Otherwise, we will have a happy accident. We will have a mess. We will have a mess if I try to talk and measure at the same time. So, give me just a second. I'll be right back. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves while I get things measured out. And then we'll be good. Yeah, exactly. I'd rather be muffled and safe. Get my sleeves rolled up. Okay. That's one of my hairs. That's not even a cat hair. Okay. Alright. There's 50 milliliters of the resin. There's 50 milliliters of the hardener. Closer. Alright. Alright, we can chat for a bit while I do some mixing. I'm back. Possibly. I don't know the reference. I gotta admit. You still sketching? Cool. What is that a reference to, Jacob? What are you sketching? And what are you sketching now, Jen? Or are you working on the pieces that you posted in the Discord? Alright, this will take a minute. It takes a little bit to get everything mixed up. You can tell that it is very much not mixed because it's very cloudy at the moment. The final baby for the other pieces, the star baby. I don't know if I know which thing you're referring to with that. Oh, are you my mummy? Yes. Oh, it's been so long since I watched Doctor Who. I was super into it though when I was in when I was at university 10 years ago. Stream! Oh, the Magical Girl piece. I thought you'd finished that. Or am I thinking of a different Magical Girl piece? No, if you want to know the embarrassing things about me, let's see. I was part of the Doctor Who club when I was at university. It's been years since I've watched it, but yeah, very into that. It is weird to think about how long ago that was, I guess. Because that would have been 2013, so that would have been 10 years ago. I'm thinking of the magical girl piece, by the way, Jen, that had the different oh, I'm blanking on because you did the one, but that I thought you had finished that one. This was a newer one, right? Okay, I will say I've done that before too. I will usually refer to myself as Darth Vader, or people have referred to me as Bane. Oh, SNL back in the day, back in the late 70s, early. Oh, okay, I see now. I see now. You're doing individual portraits of each of them. That makes sense. That makes sense. I see now. Yeah, I can't say that I was around in the late 70s, early 80s. Not quite. Born in the 90s. I mean, I do say that like I didn't grow up watching 80s television shows on DVD. Or maybe they were 90s. I think they're probably 80s. Oh. Hand's starting to cramp. It is getting closer now. You can see it's a lot more clear, but I can still see a lot of streaks in here where part A and part B are sitting next to each other instead of fully mixed together. Daily routine of climbing into sink and sitting. I mean, cats are weird, man. Cats are weird. Every once in a while, I will, in the middle of the night, I'll just walk into the bathroom and I'll turn on the light, and Koshek's just sitting in the bathtub staring at me. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you just sitting in the bathtub? I don't know. Cats are weird. Does the cat want you to turn the sink on or something? I don't know, man. Oh, I have,
So we say here that not, so I have 4 cats. I have Fitz, Koshi, Luna, and Not. And my brother and I say that Not knows what she wants and she's not afraid to get it. If Not knows that you have food, she will come and sit right in front of you and stare you down until you give her food. This morning, she was sitting on my lap, and then while I was still in bed, and I went to crawl out of bed, and so I scooted her off my lap, and I started scooting towards the end of the bed, and she stood up and walked over and laid back down on my lap. She tried to bite like the water stream and just kept getting her head wet. Oh, that's so funny, though. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, we have Luna, and I never know what Luna wants. Luna likes to walk around the house screaming and having you follow her, and she'll walk to the front hall closet, and then you'll open it for her, and she'll look at it, and then she'll start walking the other direction screaming, like, follow me this way now. Like, I don't know what you want. Do you just want me to follow you while you scream and walk around the house? I don't know. So we have our 2 ends of the spectrum. We have Not, who we know what she wants. She knows what she wants. She will do what she can to get what she wants. And Luna, where I don't think she knows what she wants. I will be honest. Originally, it was a reference to Harry Potter, but yes, Luna likes Sailor Moon. Although it's not my black cat. My black cat is Koshek. Luna is just big and fluffy. She's probably part Maine Coon. She's got like the toe tufts. She's got like the fur in between the pads for in between her toes, and she's just very fluffy. Yeah, she's. Oh, man. No, all of my cats are named after fictional characters. Fitz is actually short for Fitzwilliam. He's named after Fitzwilliam Darcy from Pride and Prejudice. Koshi is short for Koshek. She's named after the cat floating in the men's restroom in Welcome to Night Vale. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Let me get the bottom and the sides all scraped and double check that I've got everything, but I think I'm not seeing any streaks anymore, so. Yeah, Luna was from Harry Potter, and the Not is from Critical Role. Let me just make sure here. I'm just making sure that I can't see any streaks in here. That's how I make sure that it's mixed completely. If I can see like a streak in there, that means that part A and part B aren't mixed together all the way. All right. Let's get this thing going. So I'm going about 10 milliliters in each of these. I will say the main problem with these containers is that they don't have measurements on them. Oh, like the alien. Oh, yeah. Played by Robin Williams. I think that's not quite 10. That might be a little bit more than 10. Oh well, that's okay. Hopefully this is about 30. I'll read that in a second after I finish pouring this. Let's see if I'm going to drop the right amount. 1, 2. A little more in here. think that's at about 30. Yep, that's about right. I'll do about 20 in here, and then 5 in each. We'll do 20, 25 in here, so. I want mainly this, just a little bit of the mica. So I want to go down to, that's about 20, and a little tiny bit more. And then a little bit in both of these. Oops. And I really just want a bare amount because I want that resin to be nice and thick. So I'll do just a little scoop of resin. I'll be back to reading things in a second after I get my resin all divvied up. I don't like leaving it in the mixing cup for any extended period of time because then it starts getting really hot and starts setting up, and that's an issue. I've done that once. Did not work well. Alright, I think I should probably do these ones next. Okay, let's see. Flash was named when he was a kitten. He was a white flash, and all you saw was a white flash as you ran by. I have one of the cats that I named that's at my parents' house is Scamper, and yep. Blue is named after her eye color because she was a blue point Siamese, and Excel because she excelled at being cute and getting into trouble. Oh, I thought maybe she just liked spreadsheets or something. Excel also reminded you of the main character from the anime Excel Sage in her energy and how sometimes she wasn't the smartest cat in the world. Fair. And also she was really into spreadsheets. Oh, okay. No, alright. Okay. Again, you guys are taking back seat a little bit. Let me scoot these over a little bit. Okay. So I think I want mostly this one. So I need about 5 milliliters in each of these, actually. I don't actually need a ton. So I only need about 20, so probably a little bit more than 5, but I only need like 20, 25 milliliters of resin because these are going to be dice blanks. So they're not quite as big as my dice, which takes 30 milliliters. But where am I at? $23, $600, so probably a little bit more in each one. Cool, there's that, and I've got enough in here probably for that D10. We're going to do the mica drop first. We want the resin to be the most liquidy for that. Because we want to have time for that mica to sink in. So we will mix this up and do this set first. The dirty pour, we want it to be a little bit thicker. The galaxy one, I'm going to have a little bit thicker to keep the colors a little bit more distinct as well. Oh, actually, the Petri is probably what we should do first. So let me actually do this one. Alright, there's that. Oh, I should have put a little bit of shimmer in this one. I should put a little bit of shimmer in this one. Do a little bit of blue shimmer. I don't like messing with those after my hands are already all sticky, but alright, let's see if we can get a Petri to work. So my problem with Petris is that either the white alcohol ink sinks way too much, or or like it sinks through the colors and I just end up with white at the bottom, or the colors don't sink at all. I still don't know where the sweet spot is of when to like pour to get it so that it sinks, but not all the way. So I'm gonna fill up the D20 most of the way, not all of the way. I want enough space at the top that I can add ink, so I think that's about right. I think that's about right. You can kind of see it's bowing in a little bit there. Has anybody here done Petris and gotten them to work well consistently? Because that is what I want to do. Oops. Drop some purple. I will say, so for the for one of my last video, actually it might be the last video that I have, where the Pat designed a set of dice and I did a Petri, I mixed my colors. I mixed the white with the colors before dropping them in. And that seemed to work well. I'm not doing it this time because I want to see how well this works with just the color and then the white. You have that issue until you switch to Pinata Blanco Blanco. That's what this is. That is what this is. This is Pinata Blanco Blanco. I just have a big bottle of it. So would yours sink too much or not enough? Usually. Come on, you're supposed to go in the mold. Yep. Alright, I'm going to let that sit for a little while before we add the little bit of resin on top. I'm probably going to dye the mold a little bit, but that's okay, I don't care. Actually, I probably don't want that to dye the mold. I don't think I'm going to be able to help it too much. Oh well. Alright. Cool, we've got that. Now we're going to do the mica drop. I have a hair on my arm. Oh, I don't know why I'm trying to blow it off my arm. That's really not going to work. Okay. Every once in a while I do that where when I'm wearing the respirator, I'll try to like blow on something and it just takes me a second and I'm like, why isn't it working? Like, it's because I'm an idiot. That makes sense. Oops, I don't want this one. I want with the highest number down. Alright. So, mica drop. Let's mix up our resin first. So this is just clear resin with a little bit of black foil in it. I went for just a little tiny bit of it to add some texture, but I don't want to cover up the mica. So I'm doing this because someone was having trouble keeping the orange and the black separate. And so I figured we could talk about how I do things with mica drops, because I've never really had a huge issue with keeping colors separate. I might eat my words tomorrow when I unmold these. I will say that. It's possible that these colors just mix so much. But I've never had a huge issue. I'm going to add a little bit more resin here. And it looks like we have a good amount of black. I was worried that we wouldn't have like enough, but I think this is a good amount. It's not so much that we won't be able to see things. But I'm going to fill these up most of the way. And I will read that in just a moment once I am done trying to focus on this. Do I need a little bit more resin? I guess we'll see. No, I think we have just the right amount of resin, actually. I'm glad I added that last little bit. So I want these to be filled up most of the way. It doesn't take very much mica to do a mica drop. I honestly add probably too much most of the time. It really takes barely any at all. It'd be so much easier to read that if I could see. Too much, but also you see you're using the inks from Amazon. They have a different formula, I think, than name brand. Never get to work with the Amazon ones. Okay, well that's interesting to try as well. I do have some other pinata color ones, but I've had issues with those too, so I don't know. Yeah, I do love the Amazon ones for everything else. These actually work really good. The Lumino, and they are actually alcohol inks too. They work for dirty pores and things, which resin pigments do not. But that is good to know. If it completely fails, I will try it again at some point with the like pinata ones. That's good to know. Yeah, you were the one that had the problems with the orange and black, especially when trying a dirty pour of the two mics. Oh, so dirty pour. Oh, I was thinking mica drop for some reason. Well, we're doing a mica drop. Alright, I think we've almost got these where we want them. So I want them almost to the top, but I want them kind of like paved in a little bit. Alright, that seems good. I'll keep a little bit. We can put that on top if we need to. Alright. Are you, so for the dirty pour, are you using micas for that? Or are you using like alcohol inks to do orange and black for a dirty pour? Or like a mix of the two? I feel like that could affect some things too. What is in there? Is there a cat hair in there? Yep, there's a cat hair in there. So I'm just going to do a little drop of orange in each of these. I'm kind of putting it off to one side. That is something that I do with the mica drops, is I tend to kind of segregate my colors. So I have like orange in one spot and the black in a different spot. I don't overlap them at all. They'll kind of move towards each other a little bit anyways, as they sink and stuff, but okay, there's some orange. Let's try our black. So this is a mix of two different blacks. One of them's like a very dark black, and one's like a silver graphite-y sort of color. Let's see, so it's like sparkly and black. Okay, orange mica and black mica. I'm wondering if the mica is like sinking a little bit and kind of like mixing into each other. That's something I've found with dirty pours, where I do two different colors of resin, is that those do mix together a bit. If I want a dirty pour to not mix very much, I usually use ink. What is dangling off of this one? Okay. Because yeah, the dirty pours, yeah, they do mix together a bit. There's like, there we go. Yeah, if I'd want two different, it depends on how you put it in the cup too. That can affect it. But it also depends on what was I gonna say? Like a split cup pour keeps the colors a lot more distinct, I found, than even just putting them next to each other in the cup, in the same like section of a cup. Have found that. Put some more in the D20. D20 always needs more. Can you take a picture of something you made recently that's been described as Cheeto Wave? Are we starting a new art movement? It's called Cheeto Wave. I mean, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I just want to get in on the ground floor, you know. Okay, this one needs a little bit more of this. I didn't have quite enough of this resin in the D6. Let's see if I can add this without completely messing this up. It was not intentional. No. Just own it. It's fine. It's fine. Just pretend you meant to do that. It's like cats falling off of furniture. They meant to do that. I'm thinking at some point, I mean, I have a few things that I want to do to make this streaming setup better, because I do feel like it's kind of hard for you guys to see what I'm working on. You're a little bit far away. I do think at some point, I have a few things. One, I'm going to be moving a microphone down here at some point, hopefully. I'm getting a new microphone for my computer, so I can do better voiceovers and stuff for videos. And the microphone that I have now, I think I'll probably move down here, because I'm currently using the webcam mic. So I'm assuming it will be better than the webcam mic. I'm hoping anyways. Okay, I think this is looking pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. And then, okay, I guess I don't get to answer because I already did cat hair. Nothing a zoom can't fix. I mean, I am using a webcam. I could try zooming in. I was thinking that it might be cool to have like a top mounted, straight down sort of deal. That might work better. Might be easier to see things if it was straight down instead of, you know, in front of me. That was kind of my thought there. This last little bit of black. All right. You put mini googly eyes in yours. That's fun. All right. I'm gonna set these off to the side. We'll let those sit for a minute. Let all the air rise to the surface. I'm gonna add a little bit of this to the lid. I just don't want air bubbles getting trapped in like the numbers and things. So add a little bit of resin to the lids here. What's the what is the weirdest thing that you've put into dice or resin, Troglodyte? You have to answer too, I'm afraid. So now I'm curious. All right. Next up, let's do this one. Let's do the commission set. Yep, you guys are going to be a little bit sidelined again while I get video of this. You did gummy bears? How well did that work? Did gummy bears work well? I'm blocking this too much. I'm trying to make it so that I'm not blocking you guys too much. Move some things off to the side a little bit. Yeah, you guys can see that all right. I also think though that having a top-down view would Might make it easier if I'm trying to film at the same time too, because then like this wouldn't be blocking you guys as much probably. I don't know. I want to change this setup at some point anyways. I want to change the computer that I'm on and stuff. Just because the computer I'm on has some issues as far as streaming goes. Tile grout? Interesting. There's our pink. The first ice you ever made was made with blood. Human blood, specifically yours. I'm surprised that blood would work since it's going to be water-based. I would think that the moisture would cause problems. I've also done blood in resin. I have done my own blood in resin. I think I cut my hand or something. I was just like, ooh. Try putting it in resin, see what happens. Alright, this has just a little tiny bit of like a blue multi-chrome shimmer. It's kind of blue and then it kind of shimmers purple at certain angles. It's really pretty. I'm just doing a little tiny bit of it though. So you can see it, but it's not like overpowering. Let's see if I can show you guys too. You can see the sparkle a little bit in there. Okay, this one is also good. Sweat and tears. Definitely enough water and tears to cause problems. I would agree with that. That is probably true as well. That's why I'm surprised though that blood would work. So this is why it's a problem. Liquid cores are the weirdest thing that you've done. Oh no, putting tears in liquid cores. This is starting to get into like gamer girl bathwater territory. I don't know how I feel about it if we're putting people's tears into liquid cores. Oh, you shared the project with the crowd on Discord. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. It'll probably be after the stream, but yeah. I'll be interested to see it. That's just called water or saline solution. That's just saline solution. Go. We got our colors. Yeah, that works. And both of you can see it. All right. So I'm going to just kind of gently layer these, I think. I think that's my plan for these. I'm just going to kind of add a little bit at a time. Kind of do like pockets of the different colors. I'm not going to do a dirty pour or anything. Just little bits. That is a cat hair. No! No restarts allowed. How dare! Let me do this. Let me move these. Let me see if I can get it so that everyone can see. This is I'm trying to. I want to get it so that I can get better video quality, but as you can see by how much I move the camera, this is why I don't want to get resin all over my nice camera, because I know I move it like a ridiculous number of times, and so I just know that don't really want to have it like here, but that's just in your guys' way. Is that in your guys' way? I'll put it here for a second. That's going to block you guys a little bit. But again, I'm going to put this in the tip actually. Why is there so much cat hair everywhere? Anyways, what was I saying? Put a little bit in this in some of them. Is there another cat hair? I feel another cat hair in there. I think the best spot was off to this side, and we'll do this. I think that's probably the best spot for now. Anyways, I'll add some blue. This blue is just kind of a transitionary color to the pink and blue, but I think it looks nice. Just adds a little bit of extra something. Look, it gets everywhere. I have cat hair everywhere. Dollop of the pink. This pink is actually not going to show up as pink all that much. It's really going to end up looking more blue because this is a interference color, so it looks one color and then it shimmers a different color, but that shimmery color is also the color that it shows up as if it has a dark background. So this is kind of a dark background, so we're going to end up with probably this one. I actually want less resin in here, I think. So we'll just scoop some of that out and put it somewhere else. Alright. These are the commission ones. So the glow in the dark ones we're going to do a dirty pour. These ones I am doing kind of like little dollops of color everywhere. And now I'm going to start doing some more little spots of pink, probably. I don't want them to be like layers. I want them to be kind of dollops. So I'm going to switch back and forth between some different colors to try and get that. And put them in different areas. Put that at the top. Probably not more in the D4. I think the D4 is probably already going to be fairly heavy with the pink. So we'll do that one actually. We'll finish that one off with the black. Okay. One of your two cats has a lot of Norwegian forest cat in her. Would you think if you shaved her, there'd be nothing left but a pair of eyes? She's made 100% floof and get. Oh yeah, I have. You know, yeah, one of my cats is just fluffy. I think that actually, Koshi, who is not fluffy, she's a short-haired cat. I think she sheds the most. It sure seems like it. Like she just gets hair everywhere. I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but my goodness. Finish that one off. Finish this one off. Oh, you know what I should do? I should make a bonus D4. is a commission. I always do a bonus D4 and a keychain, so we should do those as well. So it's good that I have a little bit of extra resin. That'll be good. We'll just probably make those like a solid solid color without the stars, but. Long-haired cats tend to shed in clumps where short-haired have individual hairs. Yeah, that makes sense. That's definitely been my experience with my long-haired cat. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, we've got our blanks made. Let me pour. We'll bring this back out to put the lids on, and that's it. We're otherwise done with that. Let me pour the bonus D4 and the keychain. Put some of this in here. Family dog is a King Charles Spaniel. It's wild how high up the hair gets when you know he's not getting on top of the bookshelf. Oh, yeah. I really need to sweep. Definitely cleaning my house is one of the things that has fallen to the wayside with having a part-time job and trying to make, resin dice my full-time job. I mean, I'm doing this pretty much, I don't know. I went and figured out my schedule, and I was like, how many hours a week am I working on this stuff? Probably it's more than 30 at the very least. Anyways, yeah, cleaning house is definitely one of the things that has fallen to the wayside in favor of making more dice, or sanding dice, or, you get the picture. There's cat hair everywhere. I really need to clean that up at some point. Okay, there's that. But yeah, I don't know how it gets all of the places that it does. It's like, yeah. I can understand the cat hair in here. I do occasionally let the cats in here if I'm working on things that aren't resin pouring, or, at the beginning of the stream if they're yelling at the door and I want to show them off to you guys or whatever, but... Okay, let's do more of this. So like that does make sense to me, but it gets everywhere. So much cat hair. But yes, like I was saying, I want to do a video at some point that's somewhat pokes fun at the whole cat hair stuff. The fact that I have cat hair everywhere. And for that, I want to find some clips from old streams in which I am complaining because I have found cat hair in my resin. But I also do not want to have to go back through all of my old streams and find clips of me finding cat hair in my resin. So I guess I'm at an impasse. All right, let's do our glow-in-the-dark colors. Let's see if we have enough of the pigment in here. Because I want them to glow, but I don't want them to sink. So I want to get a good mixture where there's enough resin or enough pigment to actually color the resin and to glow, but not so much that it's going to sink. This seems very translucent. I might add some more. Actually, it's not super translucent, but it just seems very light. I have dollops of black resin here. I don't want to stick my arm in it. There we go. I like pink. It's a good color. Well, this is supposed to be more mauve. Mauve? Mauve? It's AU, so it makes me think oh. Ow. Mauve? Mauve. It's like smog. Yeah, I think I want these to be a little bit more opaque. I could do a drop of like white ink, but again, I don't want to block the glow in the darkness either. Oh, this one's looking pretty good. But I want them opaque enough that they're not going to all like muddy together. But I want them translucent enough that the light can actually get out, if that makes sense. Like the light can get in to charge them, and then the glow can get out to actually glow. I don't think I have enough of the pigments. I don't think I have enough. Let's try a couple more little tiny scoops into the purple, see how this looks. Yeah, that's better. That's more vibrant now. Yeah, I can live with that. I can live with that. It's still somewhat translucent, but I can live with it now. Do a couple more scoops into the pink. Oh, that's so much better. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this is going to be too translucent? So it's too see-through for a dirty pour? And if so, what should I do to make it less translucent? There's such a thing as self-quenching with phosphorescent pigments, meaning they absorb some of the light they emit and actually glow less in higher concentrations. Interesting. Interesting. So in this case, what I'm trying to figure out is what sort of non-glowing pigment should I add to these to make them more opaque without blocking light from getting to the phosphorescent pigment. I think this is about as much of the glow pigment as I want to add to these, because they seem like they're still somewhat translucent, but they're not like so heavy with the pigment that they might sink. So I'm just curious, if I wanted to make these more opaque, should I add a drop of white alcohol ink, or will that block the light or make them too pastel-y? That's what I'm kind of trying to figure out at the moment, is how should I go about making these so that they work well in a dirty pour. Because if you use like super translucent colors in a dirty pour, they're going to overlap. The orange and the purple is going to overlap, and it's going to make brown. So I'm trying to figure out what I should do to prevent the orange and the purple from overlapping while they're both translucent, and then the light shines through it and makes it brown. I could do a drop of white alcohol ink, but I don't know. Will that affect the glow a ton, is my thought. White might be the worst option because the color reflects the most light. What do you mean that the color reflects the most light? I'm not sure I understand exactly what you mean. I don't think I'm going to be putting this in the tray. I don't have quite enough. I could add some sort of mica powder, but I think of that as being like really opaque. It would definitely not mess with the color as much, I think, depending on the mica powder that I chose, but I'm worried that it's going to be so opaque that white stuff means it reflects all colors, the biggest part of the light. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So it might be better to do like a little bit of a mica powder that's a similar color so that it's not reflecting, trying to reflect all of the same wavelength of light. I'll try a little bit of mica powder. We'll see what happens. I don't need that much. See how that looks. I'll try with the pink first here and see what happens. Okay, that didn't make it much more opaque. I didn't add very much. Oops. I'm also apparently trying to spill it. Did add a little bit of shimmer, which is kind of fun. Let me add a little bit more. Just add a bit more. Hello, buddy. There's a Fitz outside my window. I can hear him. Hi, buddy. I'm almost done. I'll be up in a little bit. I can let you inside. Hi, buddy. Yeah, it's definitely more opaque. It's very shimmery. I worry now that it won't glow well, but I don't know. I guess we shall see. It's kind of pretty. Kind of pretty. I guess we'll see if it glows. We'll add some mica powders that are similar in color. These are all experiments anyway, so whether it works out or not, it's fine. We're trying things out to see if we can get them to work or what's going to work. That's a pretty color. Pretty. And then the purple. Oh. This is probably the closest purple I have. This is a little bit more of a pinky purple. I could add a little bit of pink as well, maybe. Yeah, it's a little bit more blue. Let me add a little bit of pink as well. I have some like pink over here. Not quite the right pink, but that's okay. Hopefully the glow pigment will help color things a little bit as well. Yeah, I think the glow pigment did help color things a little bit as well. Cool, alright. That seems a little bit more opaque. They're all slightly shimmery now, which is kind of pretty. We try pouring these. Oh, I don't know where I grabbed these ones. Oh well. That's okay. Alright. We're going to do a dirty pour. I'm going to put my pink in first because that's going to be my middle color because I want to keep my orange and my purple separate. And I'm going to do this a little bit at a time. there's our pour cup. We've got our colors. Let's see how well this goes. We'll see if things stay somewhat separate at least. We'll see if they end up glowing. I'm trying to keep the pour stream fairly thick because the thinner the stream gets, the more the colors mix, and I want the colors to stay somewhat separate. Yeah, we'll see if things sync, but heading out. Husband's making enchiladas. Time to eat. Enjoy your enchiladas. Thanks for hanging out. Glad you could come hang out for a bit. So what's everybody else up to today? What are your plans? I know it's evening for some of you, so you know, what did you do today? If that's easier to answer. My day's kind of just getting started to a certain extent, so it's easier for me to talk about my plans for the day than it is what I've done today. I've done this today pretty much. But what are other folks up to? I'm going to do my weekly game night with friends, as I do most Saturdays. Honestly, I should really clean house so that I can host again. These colors are quite pretty together, actually. Even the purple and the orange next to each other, where they're kind of mixing a little bit, kind of pretty. They just feel very sunshiny, very sunshiny colors. Do I have enough resin? Why does it feel like I don't have enough resin? I swear I made enough. Did I not make enough? Weird. I guess maybe it's just because it's what's the word I'm looking for? Dirty pour. It always takes like a little bit more. Sunday morning for you. Got some stuff to organize for the week. Might go see a movie. Oh, nice. What movie are you thinking of seeing? I don't know what's out at the moment or anything. Creed 3. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Not really my style of movie, I don't think, but sounds like a fun time. You built a shelf insert for your pressure pot. Oh yeah, I saw that. Cast the last dice of your first complete dice set. That is also your first commission. Okay, I think I understand that. And then you finish the last coasters with embedded silicone wafer. Silicone wafer? Wait, what do you mean embedded silicone wafer? What does that mean? Did you use silicone to do like a cool texture to the resin, or is this like a silicone something that's embedded into the like it's part of the final coaster? Now that you're saying that, it's just like, oh, silicone coasters. That would make sense. I haven't. Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay. Right. I'm thinking silicone, not like Silicon Valley. Yeah. Silicone, not silicone. Yes, okay. Silicone. I guess be on. Alright. I might have enough resin, actually. I might have enough resin. Your colleagues did a bunch of experiments and decided to make coasters for everybody from the tests. Cool. I was gonna say I have tried to make. I mean, I have a couple of resin coasters here that I'm using. I have not made resin coasters to sell because I found that they just don't do well with hot drinks. Like, I'm sure some of it is the resin I'm using, but whenever I put down like a mug on one of my coasters that has like boiling water in the mug, it kind of dents the coaster just slightly, and I'm like, I'm not gonna sell something if you can't actually use it. So I mean, I use them; they work, but I you know, if they're not gonna stay nice or whatever. Anyways, it's like, oh, it's just kind of sad. Each one with a custom line or joke or something. Oh, are they all customized to like each person? Because that's really fun. I might have enough resin actually. I might have enough resin. Let's see how well this goes. Ah, yeah, that's better. I'm focusing on not spilling resin everywhere. So I've gone quiet. Give me just a second. Oh, it's gonna be a close thing. It's gonna be a close thing with the amount of resin. Okay, never mind. No one said anything. I thought another message had popped up. Now another message has popped up. All the standard resins get soft when warm. You don't think there's much you can do other than make a card with. For cold drinks only, not dishwasher safe. Yeah, I do actually have some resin that's supposedly dishwasher safe. I have not tested it though. I did test making a coaster out of it, and it still got like soft when I put a hot mug on it. But also, it supposedly is dishwasher safe. So man, I don't know. I don't know that I'd trust it in the dishwasher. I should really test it though and try it. Yeah, I have some resin that's supposedly food safe and dishwasher safe, but I don't know that I trust it with how poorly it worked with my hot mug test. Putting a little bit on the lids here. There's so many spots where air can get trapped on these lids. Yeah, these colors might work. So the real test to see how well it works is I'll take them into the dark after I've unmolded them to see if they if all of the glow in the dark part has sunk to the bottom and left the color behind. But I have fingers crossed. I feel a little bit more hopeful about these, partially because I didn't add as much pigment. Did not add as much pigment this time. Should I do a YouTube short again of unmolding these dice? I won't show the Galaxy ones because they're part of a commission. I always want to let the person who it's for or who ordered it see them first. But this set and that set, I could do a YouTube short. I'll post photos in the Discord either way. But I'm wondering if people care about YouTube shorts. I am tempted not to. Love to see the result. Okay. Yeah, I will post photos in the Discord either way. I'm just debating whether I should do a YouTube short of unmolding them like I did for the last kind of sets. The only thing that's really making me question whether I want to or not is that Sundays are kind of my days off. Or sorry, my day off each week. It's kind of the day that I take off. And so I don't know if I want to take the time to actually edit together a short on my day off. Let's get some of this stuff onto our tray and out of the way. Let's do these first. We're just gonna start getting the lids on these, so I can get them out of my way, so I have room to film putting the lids on these ones. Oh, there's so much cat hair everywhere. That's not even cat hair. That's me hair. Yeah, and it's like I'd like to. That's the problem with resin pouring streams, I guess, is that like it takes 24 hours for things to cure, so you don't get to see the results right away. You get to hang out while it's happening, but you don't actually get to like see how it turns out. And I've been trying for, I guess, years now to figure out a good way to show how things turn out. And my solution so far has been posting photos on the Discord. But also I don't want I don't want like everyone to have to join the Discord to see, like, be able to join the streams and then enjoy seeing how things turn out. And I do think YouTube Shorts is a good way to kind of show how things turn out. But at the same time, I just don't care. I mean, I care. The YouTube Shorts, though, I'm just like, I'd rather do long form stuff. I realize that, like, shorts are popular right now or whatever. I don't know. Not that I've talked to people who are super into them, but I don't know. I'm on YouTube to watch longer form content, like at least a couple minutes or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't quite make sense to me to go to YouTube for short content. Everyone's trying to have reels and things now. I do sound like old man shouting at cloud, I know. Old man shouts at sky. But, out of my way. It's a lot of effort for such short clips. Every time you open shorts, you get stuck for 20 minutes. Yeah, that's kind of where what I'm like at. I'm like, do I want to put in the, couple of hours or whatever it takes to film and get into my video editor and get everything set up and actually edit down, however many minutes it is, 15 minutes of content into 60 seconds. Do I want to take the time to do that, especially on my day off? But so I'm like, is the effort worth it? But also I don't know a good, like, alternate solution for making the results of the stream accessible, if that makes sense. Like, I'd like people to be able to see how things turn out, but I don't know of a good way to do that that's as low effort as taking some photos and posting them on, taking some photos with my phone and posting them on Discord after I unmold them. Just, wish I had something low effort. Maybe just demold them and put them on a spinning table and take some high definition shots. Oh, and just post the shots but where am I posting the shots? That's what I'm asking. Is where do I post this to? Am I posting it to YouTube Shorts? Or am I just posting it to the Discord? Because obviously not everyone who might join the stream is part of my Discord. Can be, but I want to make it so that you can see the results even if you don't join my Discord, because I don't expect people to do that. And I don't necessarily need everybody to do that, because if this channel gets much bigger, I don't necessarily need 12,000 people in the Discord. That would be overwhelming. Oh, a YouTube short that's just 1 minute of unedited dice on a spinning table. Yeah, I could just show off shots of the dice. That's true. But even then, there is kind of a minimum amount of time needed to make a YouTube short because it's not easy to get things set up in my video editor. Oh, community posts! That would be a lot easier. Still shots are so much easier. Although, again, do I want to do a community post? It's just crappy phone images. My phone does not take great pictures. Alright, cool. We got those. Let's add our last little bit of resin to the top here. Trying to get not too much of the iridescent flakes in here, because those up at the top can cause problems, I've found. That I'm trying to sand later. But yeah, community post is a good idea. That's a good idea. So this is our Petri D20. We'll see how that turns out. We'll still have some resin here. We'll turn that into things in a minute, but let's get the lids on our Galaxy ones first. Let's spritz these down. There's a few bubbles on the top of some of these. The resin's starting to get a little bit thicker. I definitely need to get these going into the pressure pot here sometime soon. Which is good because I'm kind of hungry too. I want to go grab lunch. If you're worried about quality pictures on the channel long term, you might be able to delete the post. I don't really care that much. I don't know. I'd rather people have access to them forever, even if they're kind of crappy, than just be like, oh, you're 24 hours late. Sucks to be you. But that is a good thing to keep in mind, is that I could set things probably for like 24 hours and then delete them. I do appreciate I do appreciate the ideas. I do appreciate the ideas. I'm still working them through my brain. Working through the ideas in my brain. Cool. Anyways, done with this. Let's get our last little bit of resin put into some molds. Let's see, we've got some black. We've got some like shimmery blue. I need to make some more like necklaces and things. So maybe we'll fill these. I could probably do a D20. Probably use some more D20s. So let's do it. We'll do a D20. Oh wait, I have a half-filled D20 over here. That's right. This has kind of like rainbowy colors in it. Maybe I should just do black. I could just do white. We'll just do a solid white. I'm just going to turn this into solid white solid white resin. And we'll use this to fill up the other half of this D20. Whoops, that's gonna be a little bit of a mess. Well, it sinks into the mold. I could always, this would be so much easier if I had more time in the day. I could just put off making the YouTube short until Monday. I might post photos in the Discord on Sunday because that's nice and low effort, and then I could always post a YouTube short on Monday and work on that could be my Monday thing that I work on. part of it too is that my eventual goal is to get, I just don't know if YouTube Shorts, this is going to sound so conceited, I don't know if YouTube Shorts benefit me at all. I don't know if they really do anything to spread my reach. I don't know if people watch them or care about them. I don't know if they count towards watch time. I don't think they do. I don't know. But I don't know if they count towards watch time on my channel, which is what I need to get up at the moment. For monetization reasons, because I'd like to get monetized on here. I just don't know if they are all that useful to me. I really don't know. I don't know enough about them. I could always just bite the bullet and take some nicer quality photos too. Actually go grab my camera and take some good photos. Like, it's not that hard. I just bring my camera down here when I unmold. Ooh. There's a big air bubble here. So the resin is slowly sinking. I'm trying to get some like necklaces and stuff made. I really do want to work on making some bottle earrings at some point. That might be a stream before my next like in-person convention thing, because I found that jewelry definitely does the best. Dice not as much because they're kind of expensive. Obviously I'm still making dice and stuff, but at in-person events, usually it's more like the $20 range that I'll sell more of than the $100 range. Completely understandable. But anyways, I want to get some more jewelry made. Yeah, especially I've kind of run out of the little. I made some bottle earrings at one point. I have like some little glass bottles. As long as the thumbnail is interesting, you're more likely to click on the short. After all, it is only a couple of seconds. So you're thinking you're pro shorts then in this scenario. Yeah. Yeah, Google says that shorts don't count towards watch time. That's what I thought. So a little bit of behind the scenes with Liz. I'm trying to get monetized on YouTube, which most of you probably know. To get monetized on YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers, which I don't have, which is fine. 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of video time watched. I've realized that I might have shot myself in the foot a little bit because I tend to make quite short videos. Most of my videos are like 3 to 5 minutes. And so I'm at 700, I think, ish subscribers, but I'm at 1,500 hours of watch time. So I don't have a ton of watch time, really, compared to the number of subscribers that I have. So, I'm thinking that I want to start making some longer form videos. Both because I want to make some videos that aren't just speed pours, as I call them, but are actually like, have some voiceover, or or me doing something different and interesting that has more interaction, because I don't know, I like videos where I get to like hear the thought process and stuff behind things. But yeah, so I'm thinking I want to do some more videos like that, and those would just end up longer. by the nature of, you know, you have to have time to listen to me blather on. But it is also me trying to game the system a little bit, in that if I want to get monetized, I need more watch hours. I need more hours watched. I will be honest here, that's part of the reason I moved my streaming from Twitch to YouTube. Was so that hopefully if people watch my live streams back, that'll count as hours watched. Now that I'm thinking about it though, I don't know if live streams count towards watch time either. Maybe some guides where you explain what you're doing and why you're doing it in that way. They have a higher rewatch value. True. They also have, yeah, the tutorials definitely get the most views. I've definitely found that tutorials get the most views on my channel. They're more work, which is part of the reason I haven't done a ton recently. I did finally, I think, come up with an idea for the next tutorial I'm going to work on. That's the other thing, is just trying to figure out what I should make tutorials based on. I'm also working on some videos of dice that I'm making based on characters from things. And I plan to do voiceover for those, talking about my design process and how I, you know, why I came to certain decisions on how I, you know, why I made the dice the way that I did. Why did I choose this design? How did I come up with it? How does it relate to the characters that I'm making them based on? That sort of stuff. A little bit of that is on hold, sort of, at the moment, because in the next few days, I will hopefully be getting a new microphone. Like a nice microphone. I'm going to be getting a nice microphone, which I think will be great for voiceovers. So I'm kind of holding off until I have that to do some of those more voiceover talky videos to a certain extent. I have a few videos that I'm working on at the moment too. I have a lot of different videos, and I'm also not quite sure what I want to work on next. I think probably a tutorial video, just because it's been a while since I've done one of those. I like doing them, and people seem to like them. So, win-win, win-win-win. Started watching my channel because you did some of the best dice. Oh, do how-to. That's okay. That's true. My first how-to, actually, my first how-to might have been molds, but my second how-to was just galaxy dice. So that's true. I could do how-tos for specific dice. That's true. I was trying to do them for like techniques, but now that you're saying it, it's like, oh, that doesn't necessarily need to be just for specific techniques. It could be for whole designs. If you have ideas for videos that I should make, like techniques that you'd like to see, or dice that you'd like explanation on, I would love to have those ideas too. I am obviously fairly busy, so I don't know if I'll get to them right away, but I am always... I don't really know. Not really. I've ordered my masters. I kind of gave up because I ran into enough cure inhibition issues that annoyed me. There's a couple people in the Discord that do design and print their own masters. I don't really. I don't want to have to take the time to do it, quite honestly. Alright, I think that is everything. Oh, I had a little bit more resin in here, but that's okay. Alright, I think that is everything. I am going to go get these into the pressure pot, so I'm going to leave you guys here. I'm not sure. I do enjoy designing logos. I enjoy figuring out branding. I do enjoy that sort of stuff. I was thinking of doing a video on how to figure out what sort of aesthetic you want for your shop, and how to find packaging materials and stuff. But I don't. That one is kind of. I'd need to think on that more, and how I do that because it comes, like, I don't know, I don't think through that process as much as just kind of feel it out. But if I was going to do a video on it, I'd want to talk about how to think through that process as opposed to feeling it out. Anyways, I need to go get these into the pressure pot. I may... OJ, I have plans. I have a couple of plans for that. One thing I'm going to be filming in April with a couple other dice makers, hopefully. I may do a video on a dice trade. It depends. We'll see how things turn out with that. But yep, definitely some things in the works for that. I have an idea for maybe a series where I collab with some other dice makers. But I'm working on that. I'm working on that at the moment. I'm in the planning stages. But anyways, I need to go get these in the pressure pot. I may or may not be streaming next Saturday. I will see if I take the day off. If I don't, I will be working on a painting because I want to do some painting and it's been a while. I'm gonna take a break from resin for next Saturday, and we're gonna work on some acrylic painting. But until then, is there too much resin in there? There's too much resin in here. I want this to be a little bit lower. Okay. Anyways, I will see you guys. I'll see you guys later.